Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This time working on a 1997 Lincoln Town Car 4.6 PCM. This was sent to me by Brant W from Missouri. His concern, it says no PCM power on pin 69 to AC relay. Well, actually, this is the actually control for the relay WOT, which is wide open throttle. So this should have no ground, not a power, because the actual computer is supplying a ground to the relay to be activated. I'm going to show you 1 second on the screen. I got all, as usual, I did extensive homework before connecting the computer, making sure that everything I need is there. I got the full probe even connected, but I don't think I really need it because of the results that I already have here. But let me just show you in a second. And he also said no cooling fan. So again, this is it's a computer. It's actually an Apple computer that he had bought brand new, or at least that's what they said, because it's not really brand new. This is an old remanufactured computer. I can see a lot of work, a lot of dust in the computer, but they clean the outside and they make it look like new. It's not. All right, so I have in the screen, let me actually start a screen recording so we can all see better all the information I have here. So just bear with me 1 second. All right, guys, I got the screen recording going on, so I don't have to keep the camera there. One thing that I want to show you is I have two test light instead of the relays, and we can see that one is already on and that one is coming from the green wire. So the green wire is, I'm going to disconnect it so you can see that as soon as I disconnect that, that turns off. So this green wire is connected to, let's read in here, pin 69. So that is the watt WOT, wide open throttle relay. The fan control, and this is in pin 45. This is 104 pins connector. So that one I can actuate. So I'm going to disconnect the AC one so we don't have that one right up in there, so we don't get confused. But so we got the other one with the black wire here, which is indeed working good. So I'm going to prove that firstly. So I'm going to command it through the scanner. Going, oops, let me cancel that. Fan control. Click on OK. Condition have not been met. Start the test. Let me just see that in here. I might have to come back. Let me reconnect to the computer because I was able to just before starting the video to command it on it and it works good. Make sure we still are connected. All right, perfect. Actuation test, fan control. Okay. Hmm. Conditions have the best. Some actuation test of the PCM or TCM need to confirm with the engine idling. It's necessary to turn the audio. Blah blah blah. This was not actually like that before. For other conditions, turn the engine ignition off. So in this case, I have to power off the computer. So let me power it off. So it goes into a new connection, let's say, hopefully. All right. So let me make sure the wire is not touching anything. All right. So let's try to do that again. Fan control. Okay. You see, this time it did. So I'm going to just to click in on and we'll see the results. So I just did, and you can see that one as it says on in the scanner. And when I turn it off, now it says off and the light is off. So that fan control is working 100%. The one it should not be on, and I'm going to show you that here, is this one for the watt relay, WOT relay. See, this one is constantly on and it shouldn't, because when this is constantly on, it's like you have a wide open throttle or other parameters in the computer are not met, and then it's not letting the that relate or the compressor to engage. So let's go over the data that I have here. As you can see, I got a lot of information in here. So let's go over to the first one. Let's just start in order. So this is the first diagram. Let me see what we have here. These are just powers and grounds. I like these old style diagrams because you can see they put a lot of nodes. A safety divide cuts off. I'm actually right here on this corner, so you can see what I'm pointing. But you see they have all these boxes in there, which is nice. So we can see all the grounds, and I compare them, and then they're all good. And obviously the computer is talking. So let's go over to the next, which is where the WOT cutoff relay is. And let's read what it says in here. Now, on the upper left corner, it says, actually, I'm not sure if I can use whiteboard in here. Sometimes I would like to be able to draw here, highlight. Let me see if I can do something like that in here. So let's see if I can do this. So, no. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to do this. So this means this. Um, all right, so let's go back. How can I undo this? Um, hmm. Okay, give me 1 second, guys, because I was trying to highlight it. Well, at least you can see the red area on the upper left corners, and let's just leave it like that. It works. It says when energized, it de-energizes the AC clutch field coil and disengages the AC compressor, reducing engine load. Also used to determine if the EPC, again, that will be the have the diagram and open. We can see the color wire diagram is here. So yes, we just go over to I said the name electronic pressure control solenoid. So right here, look for that arrow I'm trying to move. I wish I can highlight, but not like that. Underline, strike through. No, that's not what I want to do. That's just a signature. I wish they give us more tools. Um, Sorry, I'm taking the time to try to do this. I'm trying to get a better experience for you. Let's see, type text, cross mark, check dot, circle around. Well, this might work. So let me see. Well, oh yeah, perfect. Okay, so we have the electronic pressure control solenoid right there. Okay, let's use this. So that's the EPC. How can I go back? Okay, maybe here. Excellent, perfect. So now I can use the same selection tool, circling around. So I'm going to circle the main areas that we want to address or see, right? So looking for these bags we have right there, what is saying about this WOT relay. Again, I'm going to put another box in here. So we can, now you guys can follow me a little better. I've been trying to, I know it's black on black, but can I change the color of the box? Circle around. Oh yeah, maybe I can. Let me do red. Yes, perfect. Oh, you see, we're learning together. All right, so now we have that in there. So we can see in here, again, pin 69, right in this area below. That will be too big for that, but so let me make a smaller box. And we can see where 69, the pin 69 is. So we have, again, if we follow pin 86, again on the red big circle, pin 86 is on these all connections, and that is a power because you see right here on pin 77, if we read these other wires that are being also supply power when this is on, which is let's see these two because other ones are through something else, the master flow sensor. But if we see 71 and 97, come on, a little hard to work with it. But if we see there, you see what it says inside that now red box that I put? It says 12 volts on a start or run. So that's 12 volts. So we are having, um, again, on this splice right here. So let me because this is power. So let's use that red one so you guys are following while I'm actually adding boxes. So yes, this is a splice. All these going out from these connections are power. So this is power to this relay. So the other side, which is this is the control area. Look for the hand now inside that relay watt. Um, this is 86 is power, 85 coming from the computer on pin 69 is a ground. So the computer should ground that only when is either a wide open throttle or some of the conditions are not met in order for that to work. And I can read that on the descriptions right here. So let me put another box in here. So let's keep using this. I like the now like you guys can read more of what I'm trying to provide information about. So there is two different operations that can happen on this vehicle. Come on, why is that getting big? A little hard to make it big. I need it bigger. All right, so I'm gonna move it so we can use it as a kind of like a magnifying glass, let's say, right? So if we read it says the wide open throttle air conditioning cutoff also walk, right? Output is used by the PCM to control the AC clutch operation. When the AC is requested to the PCM through the AC cycling switch, again, I'm going to show you that in a second on those diagrams. I'm sorry. When the AC is requested to the PCM through the AC cycling switch, ACCS input, the PCM verifies that the AC clutch operation is desirable, engage engine not cranking or overheating, not a wide open throttle. If the AC clutch operation is desirable, the PCM adjusts idle speeds as necessary and on grounds, you see what I mean? On grounds the walk output, which signals to the CRRM if the vehicle has a CRRM. So this vehicle, I think, does not have that, so we can read down on wide open throttle AC cutoff relay. So let's read this bottom one. The wide open throttle, the wide open throttle air conditioning cutoff walk output is used by the PCM to disengage the AC clutch when the AC compressor operation is not desirable. Under normal conditions, with the AC off, the PCM will ground the walk output. So let's say under, I'm sorry, let me drink something because I got something on my throat. Give me just 1 second, guys. I don't want to stop the video because otherwise the screen recording will stop. So it says, let's go back to where we're saying, under normal conditions, with the AC off, the PCM will ground the watt output. So that relay being on doesn't mean that we have a problem. What we have right now is we are not requesting the AC, to be on. So how is the computer knows that the AC is being commanded on? Let's read more. Under normal conditions, with AC off, the ground will be, which opens the normally closed WOT AC cutoff relay. When the AC demand switch is turned on and the AC cycling switch and the AC high pressure switch contacts are closed, voltage is supplied to the watt AC cutoff relay contacts and to the ACCS circuit. The voltage to the ACCS circuit indicates to the PCM that the AC is required. Okay, so this is a very good information. The voltage on the ACCS circuit indicates to the PCM that the AC is requested. All right, so the ACCS, we already saw this before, is the AC, let me read it, AC cycling switch, ACCS. So it's the AC cycling switch. I can make this, I wish I can make it thinner, maybe like this. Yeah, that's better. Because you see we can AC cycle and switch right here. So that's the ACCS. And we're reading what is, so the PCM that the AC is requested. So let's go over to that same wire diagram that we have in here. So let's see if we can see the ACCS in here. No, it's not. So we have, or I have also gathered another diagram, which is here. Now here we can see, let me see, because we have the AC pressure switch. So we have 55.2, E-tach, clutch. I should have another one. So let me just get that one from Identifix. This is all coming from Identifix, and portions also coming from the the I have everything saved here from one, so it should be from Protoman. No, it's not one, it's in two. Yeah, that's where the AC cycle and switch. So let me print this one so we can have it open on the other section. And I'm gonna put the name as E-tach 2 ACCS switch. Like that, I remember, and we can see what are we looking on that diagram. That will open it up immediately on my pages. Perfect. Let's move this one next to that other one. Where is the E-tach 2, E-tach 3? So let's put it right here. No, next, right there. So we have the AC cycle and switch, which is providing power through here. Then we can follow because it says go to C, and that's probably why I didn't have it in there, but we need to see everything. So it goes to C, which is the AC high pressure cutoff switch, which it says normally closed, and then it's going to provide a signal. I don't know why it says ground in here because 41 is not a ground. If we see the ECM pinouts and we go here to 41, again, I'm very happy that I found this because now I can circle information that we need to see, and it's easier for you guys to follow what I am looking for. So let me just make it a little smaller. I know it's taking a little longer, but I think it's better for you guys to see what I'm talking about. So definitely that's not a ground. So 41 is AC clutch signal. So now I know what I need to do with this computer. So I'm gonna have to look into pin 41. For this, I'm gonna have to stop the video because I don't have the pin here. And we have to provide power to that. All right, so let me stop the screen recording, guys. All right, guys, I got a lot to connect, but everything is ready. So let me just explain you what I did. I have to actually provide the coolant temperature sensor, the ACCS, again, the switch on the air conditioning. Um, we are indeed now, I also have to use this tool. The AutoZoom is saving my butt off because the signal that this one is provided is not liking by that. I can now control the RPMs really good, and you can see it's reading 648.8, perfect. I'm now also providing coolant temperature, air temperature is all good, partially throttle. We have battery voltage, and we can see now, you see air conditioning pressure switch open. That is exactly the way it should be. Air conditioning clutch engaged. Air conditioning cycling is on. Everything is good. This computer is 100% good. There's nothing wrong with this computer. And this is part of what I do for people. This is a test that I need to, show. So what I'm doing in here, I'm providing a battery voltage to pin 45. Again, this is ACCS pin 45. So when I have power in here, that is commanding the AC on. The car has to be running and the temperature has to be there because let me just show you one thing. If I remove the coolant temperature, look at the light. Okay. Well, it still says it's engaged. Let me just make sure that I am indeed, because the green wire is the wide open throttle and that one is off, which is the way it should be. This is the fan. So that is the black wire, right? So black wire is connected to the fan 45. So the fan should be on based on AC requests. So if I unplug this one, right here, which is the ACCS. Now you have, you see, as soon as I unplug it, what happened? The watt is now off because we have no AC command. You see, AC cycle and switch is off. The AC clutch is off. The watt relay, again, the green wire is on. Now we have both relays on. As soon as I connect this back in here, and plug this 12-volt signal here, I'm glad I found all the information. But as soon as, if I can plug this back on, you see how that relay went off? I'm going to disconnect 45 so we can see the 45 is the fan. You see, 45 fan. That is the one is on. And it's on at, lowest speed, which is okay. The engine is running. And depends on the temperature. It's 180, so that should be okay. Because his concerns, I can, read in here. Again, Brant, it says no cooling fan and no air conditioning. Uh, the problem is in the car. The problem is not in the computer. Because as far as I am providing everything in here, everything is there. So let me start the screen recording back again, guys. All right, guys, I got the screen recording so I can show you the connections that I have made. So we have in 38 the coolant temperature sensor. These are two wires, and I'm providing that resistance just to read 180 degrees, and I can change the temperature. I want you to focus on here where it says 180 degrees. I can change it to 200 degrees. I can change it to lower than that. So let's go lower. Obviously not 40, but okay, that's too much. Yeah, I'm going too fast with the buttons. So let me see what I need. 200 and I need to go lower. All right, so 9, see 32 degrees. So let me try to get a sweet spot so we can read cold engine. Trying to see why is the fan on. Because if I turn the ignition or the RPM off, let me turn this off. We can see how now the fan, again on the black wire, went off and the watt is on. And we can see what we got no RPM, no request. Let me change the temperature to where we were before, around 180 degrees. Yeah, that's normal. We got the air conditioning switch is on, and that's happening because I got the power connected to it. As soon as I remove that, you see the AC cycling switch is off. There's no demand for AC. As soon as I command that on, it shows me that it's not engaged. Why is not engaged? Because the car is not running. It's no RPMs. It's not engaging. And we can see that here. The watt relay is being commanded on. So as soon as I provide, remember, this is going to be the AC. So I'm going to separate these two. It's a little hard because it's too many wires. But let me put this one here. So we are going to see. See, I have this one that says AC. The green wire says AC. It's now the bulb that is hanging, and this is the fan. Now the one is on the desk. All right, so we can difference that. But so as soon as I provide RPMs, so if I turn the engine on, is it on? Do I have? Yeah, it's commanded on and on and on. Yep. You see, the watt went off and the fan is on. So let's see that change in there. As soon as I turn it off, I'm going to turn the engine off. You see, fan went off, watt is on. Normal operation. They're both working good. Again, I'm going to turn the engine on. Did I? Yes, I did. Now it's changing. You see, it changed the lights. So we got RPM, we got temperatures, commanded or the for the air compressor, everything is good. So the signals that I provide to in order to run this test, because this computer doesn't have immobilizer, is temperature, very important, air temperature, very important, right here, right? So guys, uh, throttle position, of course, and I'm providing that through um, I'm using, as you can see, all the tools I have. I'm using the Full Pro because I'm connected to that as well. I didn't use the RPM because it's not working. The RPM signal that this tool is providing, I'm very upset because, I pay a lot of money for this tool. I have requests multiple times to this company. Let me use, I mean, how can I have a $400 tool that can help me do this and you cannot tell me that I can use, just do it. I know you can do it. Very upsetting. But yeah, let's go back to this car. All right, so as you can see, I'm providing the air temperature. If I change it here, let me just show you that that air temperature will increase. I cannot go lower than that. It's just lower. I will really like to have a dial that I can change that like I'm doing with that box. But yeah, I don't have connected to the full probe the temperature in the engine because if I change it here, you see the coolant temperature is not changing. It's changing with my uh, decay box. So that's the reason I had that in there. So I am again the signal's important for here. Let me make this a little longer so we can move it and we can see the entirety. So engine coolant temperature, air temperature 39. AC clutch signal, ACCS. That's the ACCS. If we go back to those diagrams right here, remember we're coming from the AC clutch cycling right here. Sure, I'm recording. Yes. AC cycling, normally open. If we go to the 3 and goes then now through the high pressure cutoff switch, which is normally closed, it will be open, which is again, this is the position where it will be normally open, let's say, and that's what we can see here. You see, AC pressure switch is open, that means it's okay, and that would follow this and it provide power to the relay, and it also will send power on terminal 41, right? So again, going over to the pinouts, that's 41. So that's the ACCS. Again, right here. If I see this, you see the pin number right there. Hopefully you guys can see it because I know the light sometimes is not the best, but that's pin 41. Um, RPMs, I'm using the crankshaft position sensor, which is in pins 21 and 22. 21 is the negative side of the sensor, sorry, the positive side of the sensor, and 22 is the negative, which I am connected on that tool here. So this is where the crankshaft position sensor on my harness is located, right? But yeah, so everything is working good. Um, I have, again, powers and grounds. I have opened another diagram. Let me see. PCM Colorado. I know that's an image which for has been used. These powers and grounds and communication on this 104 computer across the board is the same for 7.3 for the 4 lining for everything. So I triple checked that. But yes, these powers that you can see here on the screen right now, it says it's 1997 4 F250. It's the same thing. So we have the same keep alive power on 55, 71, and 97, and grounds in 25, 103, 77, and 51. Communications in pin 15 and 16 goes to DLC 10 and DLC 10, 2 as assessed in here. And we can see that in here because if I go to pin 15 and 16, you see data link connector negative, data link connector positive. All right, so those are perfect. What other signals I need for here? So I'm just testing outputs in this case. Again, 45 is the fan output control, and I don't think I have showed that one yet, but it's here. You see, this is the cooling fan relay. So the cooling fan relay, let me use that beautiful box that I'm now used for this. Yeah, circle. So we can see here at the bottom where it says PCN pin 45. It's a little old pages, so the numbers are not that readable. But believe me, that says 45. And if we go over to pin outs and we move this to 45, you see what it says 45 enable cooling fan output. So yes, guys, I did my homework. This is not just me talking. It took hours and hours to, because you have to triple check, you have to double check, triple check, four checks, make sure that what I'm providing and what I'm going to tell this customer is correct. Because he said that he had bought four computers and they're doing different things. Based on his concerns, let me just see if I can cover some of his information in here. So let me just put the phone. I'm gonna get you guys in a weird location just for a second. Let's just hold it right there, guys, so you're not watching the floor. Because I want to bend this and I don't want to stop the video again because of the screen recording part. But I don't want to show his information as far as his name and address and everything that I have here. But yeah, so this is what he's writing. You see, no PCM power to pin 69. Again, it's not a power, it's a ground. And when it's grounded, the AC will not work. And then no cooling fan. Again, 1997 Lincoln Town Car, and this is his B number. But we can see that is not the case here. So what is happening is he is missing some of the inputs this computer needs in order to work. One other thing that I want to show you, because now we can see that the AC watt relay is working properly. When I am commanding on with the AC cycling switch, again, pin 41, remove the power, that goes off, which is on, like so it's killing the AC, and we can see that on the scanner. Now as AC conditioning clutch is off, AC conditioning compressor cycling switch is off. That is not going to work. But if I connect it back on, again, that relay on the bottom, right, the one is hanging close to that trash can. As soon as I plug this on, which that's what I'm doing right now, 12 volts in there, boom, is disengaging and reading the information on, let me just go back to the pages. It's in ECM2, yes. Reading the pages, this is great information. Again, on the upper black box that I circle around, when energized, de-energizes the AC clutch, and we can see that same response on the scanner. This is what I love to have the scanner, because I'm confirming, I can confirm what I'm reading in there and here, and the results are 100% correct. All right, so but the other test that I want to perform, okay, let me kill the power, or not the power, the RPMs. So this is gonna come on, and the fan, cooling fan is off. I can go over to actuation tests and then go over to fan control, the one test that we did at the beginning, right? So we have now the one on the top, not this one, because this is the watt, right? The AC. The fan is off. But as soon as I press this, so let me get the scanner in here so we can see that in there. See all the things that I do, guys, for you, trying to share for my customers how to test this properly. So I'm going to press in the on, and we're going to see that upper light come on, and it's on, off, and it's off. Can that computer control that fan relay? 100%. 100%. Is there anything wrong with this computer? Absolutely no. This computer, for his concerns, is working 100%. And that's what I told Brant. Let me just make sure that's his name again. Yeah, that's what I told Brant. If this computer needs to be repaired, I will be able to repair it 100%. I'm not guessing. I don't do guesswork. I am a data analysis person. And this is also what I'm trying to show you with all this information that I'm sharing in here. Can you do this test in the vehicle? Of course. Even easier to do. All you have to do is put a pin or a piercing probe, and you can see if you are getting the 12 volts in here. Yes, Brand, if you have problems that your fan is not working, I will Just see if you have a ground going in the computer, which, I mean, not the computer. If the ground, this signal in pin 45 is reaching the relay. If it is, then change the relay. Something is missing in the harness or in the relay. Again, if we go back, let's go step by step, right? So if I'm talking about the cooling fan, let's put the cooling fan diagram in the screen. What is that fan needs to work? Okay, well, it needs the signal, the ground side signal from the PCM coming from pin 45 to the relay on the leg 85. It needs to have this power. It says PCM power relay. So this is a power, this is a ground, this is the control side of the relay. When this controls, it will close and it will supply power through terminal 30 over to terminal 87. And then boom, if the fan has a ground and it has a power and it's not spinning, you had a bad fan. So let's start here. I would choose to check your easiest accessible part. Is the relay the easiest? Well, you can read, and here you unplug the relay and you read terminal 87, put a power in there, supply power. Remove the relay and put a jumper with a fuse, even though this is coming from a fuse, but I always try to be extra careful with the test that I perform and put a jumper in between 30 and 87. Does the fan run? Okay, you know that these two are good. It doesn't run. Well, let's see if we have a problem in the fan, we have a problem on the harness, and there's more tests you can do. But that's as much as that relay needs to work. Same thing in here. Make sure you got power. And please, guys, because I have this question, so many people ask me, well, I check in with a multimeter and it reads 12 volts. That's not enough. Use a test light and a multimeter. Yes, you can use a multimeter. Put a T-pin. Let's say this is the relay, right? So you are in that relay. This is the power. You're going to put a T-pin and you can put your multimeter is going to read 12 volts. And let me explain you one thing. And each of these wires, let's say we have 16 little wire strands, right? Because this is considered one cable and it has 16 little cables inside, right? If one of those little cables is still touching, your multimeter will read still 12 volts. Can provide power, because one thing is voltage and one other thing is power, amperage. So one wire can read 12 volts. As soon as you touch that with a test light, it will read zero on your multimeter, or 1 volt or 12 volts. What is that telling you? You have a problem on the connection, or this wire is partially broken. That's why you need to use a test light. And that's how you will check powers and grounds. You're checking a ground. Well, connect that test light to battery positive and touch it. It's nice and bright. Move on. That's good. The multimeter will fool you. All right, so that's the cooling fan. Let's go over to the WOT. The WOT, as we see here, if the engine is not running or the ACCS is open, again, these 12 volts in here, that will not activate the compressor, because again, I'm going to do this once again for the customer and for all their watching in here. I'm going to provide the RPMs, and we will see if we go over to the data data streaming here. Let's see if I have still selected the piece. No. So AC, let me just put the ones on the air conditioning. That's all we really need right now, right? So what else? Maybe the fan. I want to see how no, we don't need the coolant, right? Fan control status. Let's just use those. Fan control is off. Let me just see that cooling fan once again, because it says it's off. Well, right now it's off because yes, we can see that it's off. We only have the watt open. The fan is not on. And the computer is running. Oh, one very important thing I need to have is engine RPM. Make sure that we are indeed reading RPMs. All right, so we are indeed having RPMs. So right now we got no AC on and no fan, and that is telling us exactly what we can see. This is the AC. So if this is on, the AC is not engaged. Is the fan on? It's not on. Let's read temperatures because I want to make sure, I should have put all that. So let me see coolant temperature. It's engine coolant temperature. I think that's what it's named. I want to have the temperature, the intake temperature. So intake voltage in that. So yes, we're reading temperature on the coolant, and we are reading air temperature. So all that is good. All right. So what this is telling me is the computer is running, it's not overheating. The fan should not be on. So let's plug this voltage over to pin 41. Again, that's the ACCS, and see what is going to happen. This one went off. The AC fan, or the fan, sorry, not the AC fan, the fan is on. Now the fan is on and the watt is off. Why? Because if we go up, you see fan control on, AC compressor, AC cycling switch, how are they? On. All on this computer is working 100%. All right, guys, thank you so much for visiting the channel. I hope that you see how much information I'm sharing, and I'm trying to explain also to the customer this is not just a test that I am performing, and I call a customer, yes, your computer is good, and I give the computer back to the customer, and the customer doesn't even know what to do in the vehicle. No, I'm taking the time to record a full test video for him, for others that might have an experience this same situation, and then you can do this test in the car. This is an amazing amount of information. I hope that you guys understand and like what I'm trying to do. Please, if you like my content, like it, subscribe, because the channel needs that. I need to to grow. I need to see the persons and people is actually liking what I'm trying to share here. I know that sometimes this is not too funny to see. I know the funny videos are the ones that gets the most views. I'm educational. I'm trying to teach new technicians. I'm trying to help a customer. This is a lot of time, and I'm going to tell you guys. You know what? You know what time is it right now? 10:22 p.m. November 27. I work my entire day, and I came from work to help somebody on a computer in a test. So yes, it's a lot of time consuming. I really enjoy what I do, and I love to help others. So please help me by subscribing, by sharing my videos, by promoting, with your friends and everything. Go and visit Mike Salazar Diagnostics and subscribe. You will help me a lot. All right, guys, thank you so much for visiting the channel. And don't forget to subscribe, like I just said. Brent, your computer is good, there's nothing wrong with it. And as we say in Costa Rica, pura vida. See you next time. Talk to you later. Bye bye.